Bam. My peoples. My people. Some updates that I wanted to address tonight, right quick. Shine light for you guys. Hold on, we'll get it popping in a minute. JJ's and that's in the building. Underrated Will. Salute my peoples. Y'all know how we do it. Y'all know if I'm in the building, we talking boxing. Yes, sir. You guys already know what's going on with Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez. They're going back and forth. You know, they've gone back and forth on social media. Apparently, they're in negotiations. The last reports indicate that they're in a verbal agreement that they will fight each other, but they haven't signed a contract yet. Still working out or working on the details. Cool story. Now, it's also being reported. You guys imagine that? Let that sizzle in your spirit, my people. Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez, obviously main event. And before that fight, Richardson Hitchins versus Keyshawn Davis. That would be insane. Now, we don't have any confirmation when it comes to either one of these fights, but it does look like Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez, they're right there soon to be announcing something. It's looking like that to me. Jason has Jay Smith. I'm practicing already with the get the out of here. Yes, sir. Be ready. You know how we do it. They need to sign on the dotted line for the boxing fans. Listen, I already know that Shakur Stevenson want to make this fight. Underrated Will, salute my brother. Bam. I already know Shakur wants to fight Teofimo Lopez. Bad, he wants that fight. Now, does Teofimo want to fight Shakur? Let's see. To me, it feels like the ball in his court. It's in his court. Like, what's up? We're gonna make this happen. Let's see it. Jason Williams, salute my brother. Bam. So that's a fight that I really want to see. But you guys imagine if this is the co-main event to that fight? Keyshawn Davis versus Richardson Hitchins. Is it possible that the businessman is going to come back to boxing and go right away for a title at the 140 division? I mean, he was the 135 division champ. Come on now. So, is this fight something that can or will become a reality? I tell you what, guys, I would love to see it. I would love to see it, my peoples, because you guys know what Keyshawn Davis brings to the table. You guys know what Richardson Hitchins do. This right here is an explosive matchup. This is one of those fights that neither guy is going to want to back down. And I foresee fireworks early on. It's not going to be a lot of studying and let me figure it out, what I want to do. They're going to get at it if this fight happens. Underrated Will. Man, it gets scary. I would love to see it. I'm telling you. This right here is a brutal showdown. Brutal. They're going to be trading nasty leather. When you're talking about two fighters of that caliber facing each other, and they're both boxer punchers. They're both, they got skills. They can box, but they both love to bang. They both love it. It's in their DNA. Jason Williams. I saw Keyshawn in a recent photo. He looks a lot bigger these days. I mean, he'd be moving up, so he's definitely bigger. He's going to be moving up from 135 to 140. And obviously, when you're making that jump in weight, your walk-around weight can also go up. Or may go up. So, but I really like this fight, man. I hope we can get Keyshawn Davis versus Richardson Hitchins. My people, that's a good fight, man. That's competitive. By the way, don't duck the smoke, my peoples. Underrated Will. Don't be ducking the smoke. Who y'all got if this fight happen? Don't be ducking that smoke. Come on now. Let's keep it 100. If Keyshawn Davis and Richardson Hitchins fight next in the 140 division, who y'all got winning that fight? Don't duck. Don't do it. Don't be scared. Make your predictions, my peoples. Fight hasn't been officially announced or nothing like that. But who you got winning that fight should have happened. Underrated Will. Man, oh man. Mandy Briley. Keyshawn, 110%. Ooh, I like it. You see what I'm talking about? That's that confidence. 110% Keyshawn Davis makes his debut in the 140 division, dethrones Richardson Hitchins. Jason Williams, I got Shakur and Keyshawn winning respectfully. Okay. Mandy, just a fan. I mean, look, both of those fighters are elite level, world champions. So either way, it's easy to say either way because they're so good. This could be a 50-50 fight. Crap. Greetings, my brother. And let the winners from both fights fight next. Oh, I like that. I like that. So I got Teo fighting Keyshawn Davis. Ooh. You got Teo beating Shakur? Jay isn't that exactly, Jay Smith. It's not on the bookiest book yet. So here's the deal, right? The latest reports indicate that Shakur and Teo have verbally agreed, right? And they're working out the details. I guess, I'm not sure, but they might not have the venue. They might not have the date. So all of these things may be in play right now to let's figure out what we're going to do. But it looks like that fight is going to happen. At this point, in my opinion, Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez is the inevitable. Unless Teo changes his mind and say, nah, I don't want to do this fight. Which I don't think he's going to do that. Teofimo Lopez, if you think about it, he's been about that smoke. He's shown us throughout his career. And, the fight could have happened with Jerome Boots Ennis, fell through with Devin Haney. Now he got Shakur in front of him. I don't think he want to lose this opportunity to fight somebody at the highest level. So I think we're going to get it. I think we are going to get Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez early next year, as is being reported that they're targeting. Jason Williams, whoa, Teo over Shakur. I mean, honestly, I've seen a few people say that. I've seen a few people say that Teofimo's going to win that fight. Me, I don't agree with it. I got Shakur. Like I told you guys before, man, there's a few fighters in boxing that ain't nobody going to beat. And Shakur happens to be one of them. Ain't nobody beating them. Simple as that. Underrated Will. Hitchins is good. And Keyshawn is good. It's definitely 50-50. But I watched them spar. Hitchins had key number. Ooh. But his trick Hitchins got a mean counter jab. that was catching Key and he was timing Key. Listen, but we also have to take into consideration that's a sparring session, and even since then they both developed more. And a real fight is different, you know. A real fight is just different. JJ's in the house. Sorry, J Smith. By now you know I'm a gambler. Nah, and you've been quite successful, though you, homie. um, but I gotta say, my peoples, look. When it comes to Keyshawn Davis and Richardson Hitchins, I believe it's gonna be a very competitive fight. You know, it's gonna be not just competitive. I think it's gonna be brutal. A fight is gonna break out early, and you know these guys. You guys know the businessman is not the type to back down. He's gonna use the footwork, you know, set things up. But once it's time to bang, the businessman is gonna bang with you. And then when it comes to Hitchins, it's the same kind of deal. He's gonna use his footwork, he's gonna move, he's gonna box. But when it's time to step inside the phone booth and trade leather, oh, he's gonna do that. He's gonna do exactly that. So we got two fighters who can box and two fighters who love to bang. Crack. Teo has already lost and don't mind exchanging shots. Shakur protecting that 0. I mean, I don't know because they said Shakur was going to do that against Zepeda. You saw how that played out. Zepeda got punched in from point blank range. So, JJ said that's exactly J. Smith. You see what I'm talking about? Come on now. MS, boxing for supper. Salute. Bam. By the way, my peoples, don't forget to subscribe. Damn, I forgot to put the link up, man. Don't forget to subscribe to Box Center 2.0, my peoples. Handle your business. Exclusive content dropping on there. Let me drop the link real quick, man. Let me get that link for y'all. Subscribe to Box Center 2.0, my peoples. Trying to get to 50 subscribers ASAP so I could start announcing, start the nightly show that I got for you guys. And it's going to be something special. Something special, my peoples. MS, don't duck this one right here. If it happens, Richardson Hitchins or Keyshawn Davis, who do you got? Don't duck. Underrated Will Hitchins is faster than Key. Yo, listen, I'm going to tell you like this. It's not always about the speed, and you know it. It's about the timing. So you could be super fast, but if I'm timing you, it doesn't really matter. That's a competitive fight, man. That's a real competitive fight. I expect Keyshawn Davis and Richardson Hitchins to be the type of fight that goes to the wire. And it might boil down to the championship rounds. You know, like it will be the ebb and flow. They going back and forth. Keyshawn win a round. Richardson win a round. Keyshawn win another round. And they just going back and forth like that. And then at the end, it's all about who's going to win the championship rounds. I think that's how it's going to play out. Let's get it, my peoples, for real. I hope. See, this is the thing. They're saying that this could be or will be the undercard for Shakur and Teo, right? Thing is that Shakur and Teo, that hasn't been signed yet. That contract ain't been signed. They're talking, they're going back and forth. So I'm hoping that they get it done. Sign the contract, my peoples. Box Center 2.0, my people. 2.0. My peoples, there's the link right there. Bam. For anybody who has not subscribed to Box Center 2.0, there's the link right there, my peoples. Box Center 2.0, I promise you. There's already some exclusive content that dropped on there. Like I told you guys before, the videos that drop on Box Center 2.0, you'll never see anywhere else. Not on Facebook, not on Instagram, anywhere. They only drop on that channel. Help me get to 50 subscribers, my peoples, because I'm going to start just like we got boxing for breakfast Monday through Fridays in the morning. There's going to be a nighttime show that's only going to be on Box Center 2.0. But I can't go live until I get to 50 subscribers. So come on, my peoples. Help. Vic, all the great ones lost. I mean, that's facts. That's facts. You know, the overwhelming majority of great fighters have lost and have lost multiple times. Jason Williams, and let's not on the fighter that doesn't win. We need more great fights. That's a fact. But I never do that. You know, I don't discredit fighters over a loss. That's the hater thing to do. Oh no, but this guy lost. Oh no, but that guy lost. That's what the haters do to diminish fighters. But I know what a good fighter is, and it doesn't matter where, lose or draw, you're still going to be a good fighter after the fight. Crap. I will give Keyshawn the edge because he's within close encounters with Crawford and Shakur. I mean, that definitely gives him a certain edge in the ring. And you can see some of the things that Terrence Crawford does in Keyshawn's game. If you watch closely, there's little things that he does that they come right from the Terrence Crawford or from the Bomac playbook. JJ's in the house. Welcome to the dinner table. Let's eat boxing facts that Jay Smith is dishing out. You know it? No capping going on out here. Never was, never will. Vic takes nothing away. It's the effort. That's facts. 100%. No lies told. Underrated Will. Man, Hitch is good, but he bruised easy, and Key is good. But I see Hitchins has the tools. He has more complete. He's a more complete boxer than Key, but Key can box, but he can get frustrated. Look, the way that I see this fight playing out is that I can see both of them getting after it early. I don't know who's going to get aggressive first, but I can see them both getting after it, and I can see it being super competitive. This is the type of fight that by the time they get to the midway point, you don't know who's winning. You're not sure. Some people's like, nah, this guy's winning. Nah, this guy's winning. Nah, it's a draw. They get to the 10th round, you still don't know who's winning. And I feel like this is the type of fight, because of their skill set, that it'll boil down to the championship rounds. If somebody doesn't get hurt badly and stopped, because that can't happen, it'll boil down to who's going to win the championship rounds. Eric Gomes, Tank Davis still the face of boxing. Nobody want to admit it, but he is. Okay, buddy. I think you mean the face of exhibition boxing. If that's what you mean, you're right. Vic, there's no face. They's good in their own following. If anyone now is Crawford. Oh, no, everybody knows that Terrence Crawford is definitely the face of boxing. You know, when you beat the face of boxing in front of over 4 million people, in front of over 40 million people worldwide, yeah, you're the face of boxing for sure. But, you know, there's going to be the delusional tankomaniacs who step in and just say anything. Now, are we going to get this fight? Because if we get this fight, then we know that we can actually get Richardson Hitchins versus my brother, who a lot of people, I've seen people even in this chat saying that he's going to lose. Keyshawn Davis. Not today, but there's people who's come on and say, yo, Richardson Hitchins is going to cook him. I don't know, man. Honestly, it's hard to make that prediction. It really is. Nice on Lima. Sorry, my brother. Whatever language you speak in, I don't speak it, my G. If anyone is Crawford, Vic, he beat the man 3 times. You know, there's a possibility that we get a Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez rematch. I seen that being floated around. Honestly, I thought Canelo wasn't having it. I felt like, why would Canelo want to do a rematch if he got beat the way that he got beat? Does it really make sense? So, I don't know, man. I even predicted that a rematch was not gonna happen because, as convincingly as Terrence Crawford beat him, if they do the rematch, I believe it's gonna be even more convincing. Because, by the way, I felt like Terrence Crawford could have pursued the stoppage in the ninth round. When he buzzed Canelo, I think he could have got after him and decided to stick with the game plan. Let's box him and let's just beat him. But I think he could have went for it. He could have risked it and did the smart thing because at the end of the day, Canelo Alvarez is a great fighter. He's a pound for pound fighter. So if you slip trying to knock him out, you make a mistake. It take one shot for everything to go the other way. So Terrence Crawford did it the way that he had to do it. I will say, this fight right here is interesting because look, we have people saying Teofimo's gonna win this fight, and we have people saying Shakur's gonna win this fight in this very chat. In this very chat. What's really gonna happen? And by the way, the real face of boxing, the new face of boxing, Terrence Crawford, might end up fighting Johnny Beck next. So Johnny Beck might win his next fight, and then after that, he might go with Terrence Crawford. Let that sizzle in your spirit, my peoples. We might see Terrence Crawford become a 6th division world champion. Even Floyd Mayweather couldn't do that. Floyd Mayweather became 5 division champ. So if Bud becomes 6th division champ, now forget, he's not just the face of boxing. We're talking about where we put him as far as the all-time greats. He's already in the top 10 right now with his current accomplishments. So that's insane what Terrence Crawford is doing. His haters need to just jump that hater bandwagon, get out of there, and become his fans already. Like at this point, you should already accept, this guy's the guy. Like Eric Gomes should already just accept it. Like, yeah, Terrence Crawford, the face of boxing, man. I'm gonna stop goofing around. Again, my peoples, this fight right here, contracts have not been signed. We don't know if the fight is actually gonna happen, but it looks like it is. What they're reporting is that Teofimo and Shakur agreed verbally. They're working on the details to get the contracts done. So it looks like this fight is gonna happen. I'm super hopeful, and I want to see it badly. That's just the reality. And then this fight right here, come on, my people. Who wouldn't want to see Keyshawn Davis and Richardson Hitchins share the ring? Both of those fights. Imagine this the co-main event. That's the main event. Both of these fights, man, explosive. You'll get to see fireworks. Both of them. Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm hopeful. That's all I got to say. I'm hopeful. My people, check out the comment that's pinned. Once again, Box Center 2.0. Subscribe to that channel, my peoples. Exclusive J. Smith content is dropping on there consistently, habitually. Yo, my peoples, talk to me, man. Who y'all got winning this fight? You don't duck the question. Don't duck the smoke. You got Richardson Hitchins or you got Keyshawn Davis. Don't be scared. People be scared. I'm gonna tell you who I got. But for now, I'm just telling you, this is a real competitive fight. And it's gonna go down to who wins the championship rounds. Who's gonna win them? That's what it's gonna go down to. My peoples, we need this fight to happen in order for that one to be the co-main. We need this. Reports suggest that it is gonna happen early next year. going to be a lot of predictions. I can already see predictions. A lot of predictions are going to go to both sides. Because almost every time that I've done a poll on this fight, I've had it, I'm not going to say 50-50, I'm not sure, but it's been close. There's a lot of people who feel like Teofimo Lopez is going to be the first guy to hand Shakur Stevenson a loss. And then there's the people that say, nah, Shakur's going to outbox him, make him look easy. We need the fight to happen. And look at the way the landscape, the way things are playing out. Right now, Devin Haney is already locked in with Brian Norman Jr. We know that fight is going to happen already. That's going to be a good one, bro. People's predicting Devin Haney's going to outbox him, make it look easy. And then there's people predicting Brian Norman Jr. is going to knock him out. That's a real good fight. So you see what type of moves Devin Haney's making. There you have Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez. That matchup, it looks like it's going to go down. Ryan Garcia in negotiations with Mario Barrios for a title shot. So let that sizzle in your spirit, my peoples. Look, Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez, that's a title fight. Keyshawn Davis versus Richardson Hitchins, that's a title fight. Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios, that's a title fight. All these guys are fighting for titles. They not messing around. Tank Davis, he got an exhibition that may have fallen through. I don't know what's going to happen yet. They haven't made an announcement. So when it comes to Tank Davis and Jake Paul, we don't know. We're kind of in limbo. Kind of in limbo about that. You know, I myself predicted that the fight wasn't going to happen. But I don't have a source on the inside or anything like that. I'm saying this is my prediction. We don't really know. No announcement has been made as far as how is Jake Paul and MVP Promotion going to proceed. Only thing they said is that they're investigating the matter and won't make any further comments. So we don't know what's going to happen with this. But we know all of the other guys are trying to fight for titles, trying to fight one of the top dogs in their division. So that's the way the cookie crumbles, my peoples. Once again, tomorrow, Boxing for Breakfast will be live at 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time. My peoples, let's get to 50 subscribers on Box Center 2.0, man. I'm bringing you the original Bamba over there. Go ahead and subscribe, man. And hit that like button. Stop the madness. Stop the insanity. Hit the like button, man. Y'all already know what it is. Salute to everybody who tuned in tonight. Bam. Appreciate you guys. Tomorrow, we're going to do what we do. We're going to talk boxing. Any updates, I got you. Whatever's going on, holla at your boy Jay Smith. You see it, man. This is Box Center, your favorite boxer's favorite boxing show. I'll see you tomorrow, my people. Bam.